Zach Pickett here with Outside PR. Super excited to introduce Mountain Hardware's Charlie Ranahan, Global Product Line Manager for Equipment, and Chris Curtis, Senior Product Manager for Outerwear. For nearly 30 years, Mountain Hardwear has been designing essential equipment for climbers, mountaineers, and outdoor athletes. The company supports expeditions of all levels, from our own backyards to the world's highest peaks, all with meticulous precision and detail to continuously improve both function and comfort. Charlie and Chris, I'll now pass it off to you guys. What do you have for us today?
Awesome. Thank you, Zach. Well, I am incredibly excited to walk you through our two new snow packs that are available this season in the market right now at select retailers and on our e-com website. Directly to my right here, I have the Snowski Woski 40 liter. And then over here, farther to my right, I have the Outside Gear of the Year award-winning Powabunga 32 liter that comes in both this mint palm and black colorway, as well as this all black colorway. So I'm going to start by jumping right into the Snowski Woski 40 liter. I'm going to have Jeremy come out. So this pack is really meant more for that ski mountaineering consumer. So someone who's probably starting closer to the bottom of the mountain and doing a number of activities in order to reach the summit. So whether that's ice climbing, you might be spending the night, might be spending a few nights. You're going to do a number of activities, and the feature set really speaks to that. So the fabric here, this black fabric, is a 500 denier Cordura nylon. Essentially what that means is that it's incredibly durable. It's going to be able to withstand whatever you put it up to. And then this white fabric up here is an undyed 210 denier recycled nylon ripstop. So it's a little bit lighter weight, again, for that mountaineering consumer. What's great about the undyed fabric is that it saves a ton of water. We're talking about thousands of gallons. And it also doesn't expose the fabric to those harmful chemicals that it typically would be exposed to during the dyeing process. So it actually makes the fabric a lot stronger. So we have a great sustainability story there. Then when we talk about the type of carry system, right here, Jeremy has a diagonal carry. It's actually a modular diagonal carry. So you can move the straps to either side of the pack and carry it either way. So you have some ambidextrous features of the pack there. It also can be carried in an A-frame form, including a split board. So having the pack attached here and your skins on top. Jeremy, if you don't mind turning around for me, I'm now going to show you the hip belt. So we worked really closely with the Jackson Hole Mountain Guide Association to work on this hip belt organization. It's their preferred organization. So we have a zippered right pocket here, and then a gear loop on the other side of the pack. Additionally, inside this pack, we have a removable foam frame sheet that can be used as a seating pad if you're cold on the top of the mountain or need to take a break during that summiting trek. Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you. Also, these are really, really feature rich. We're pretty short on time, so please refer to your press kits for more information. The Snowski Woski, this is retailing at $220. Now, to jump to the Powabunga 32, as I mentioned, this is an Outside Gear of the Year award-winning pack, and it's really meant for that side and that backcountry consumer. So someone who might be jumping off the lifts and heading left or right, or someone who's also making their way up the mountain on skins, this is the pack for you. So as I mentioned, it's retailing for $200, available in these two colorways, so the mint palm and the all black. I'm going to start with the fabric set. This is that same fabric that I just mentioned on the Snowski Woski, that front really bomber 500 denier Cordura nylon. It's just throughout the whole pack. So the pack is slightly heavier, but a lot more durable. Then as we turn around, you can see the hip belt here, maybe a little bit hard since we can't zoom, but we're utilizing our hover belt technology. We also utilize that in one of our backpacking packs, the PCT. This is a little bit stripped down version of it. What the hover belt technology essentially is instead of having the hip belt sewn directly into the back panel, or instead of having a really hard plastic center that allows it to swivel, this is simply attached in 3 different places to the back panel using a really, really burly, durable, strong webbing. And so that allows the pack, as you're moving up and down the mountain, to move with the natural biomechanics of your body. One of the standout features of this pack, I gotta throw it on every time it's near me, is our stand-up access capabilities. So if I'm in a hairy situation on the side of a cliff and it's really dangerous to sit down, our design and our development team worked pretty tirelessly on this hip belt functionality where I can swivel the whole pack around, and then through this back access zip, I can unzip it and access the full compartments of the pack. And then if I just need to get back down the mountain, I can swivel it back around and slide right down. So as I mentioned, both of these packs are incredibly feature rich. One thing I'd also like to note is just their avalanche tool pocketing. So both of them have these giant avalanche tool pockets in the front, which are very important for these types of missions that this consumer is going on. And yeah, they're both available in market now. So I'm hoping you guys can get your hands on them if you haven't already been able to. So now I'm going to pass it off to our outerwear expert, Chris, to dive into some of our outerwear.
Thanks, Charlie. So from snow sports packs that are available now, everybody pray for snow, please. We're going to pivot to some apparel that's going to be available next spring. So I'd like to introduce you to the Core Air Shell collection. It's on the wall behind me. This product was designed as a ultra lightweight, compact, protective layer for high aerobic activities. So think going for a run in the mountains, think a breezy afternoon hike, anything where you need a level of wind protection, you need some level of warmth, but you're working hard. So you also need your garment to have a high level of breathability and be able to dissipate heat. That's really where this Core Air Shell collection shines. So first, the basics. We're offering this, this collection includes 6 styles. A men's and women's full zip hoodie here, a men's and women's full zip jacket, and then the completely lined, interior lined Core Air Shell Warm. The Core Air Shell Warm will retail for $200, the jacket for $120, and the full zip unlined hoodie for $130. All 6 of these styles will be available in February of 2022. And there's just a assortment of colors up here on the wall behind me. That's not the full color offering of these styles. Please check your press kit for the details on the colors. So diving into it, this entire family is really built on the shell fabric. It's the Pertex Quantum Air 20D stretch ripstop. That's really a fancy way of saying that this is a stretch woven fabric that is the ideal balance of windproofness and breathability. So let's break that down a little bit. We've got the balance aspect of it. So this is an air permeable fabric. It's got a rating of 20 CFM, which really just means that it's the sweet spot where you can't feel any wind from the outside, but there's enough air movement through the material to allow any heat buildup to dissipate. So you're not going to overheat in here. From a durability perspective, this is 100% nylon. It is a ripstop fabric, and it's got mechanical stretch. So you're not going to have to worry about overtaxing this material. It's going to be plenty durable. And on the sustainability side, It is 67% recycled nylon, and it uses a PFC-free durable water repellency. So it's got that aspect covered as well. So let's dive into the styles a little bit. I'm going to have Jeremy come on out and we'll show our model here, Jeremy, famous Mr. Jeremy, in the Core Air Shell full zip hoodie. So go ahead and throw on the hood, Jeremy. You've got a full coverage hood for these styles for when the wind really starts to blow. It's a 3-panel hood construction, so it's got a nice shape and a nice fit on the head. It's got raglan sleeves and full underarm gussets, so you've got a ton of freedom of mobility with these styles. You're not going to bind up, and it's got that mechanical stretch as well. So adds to the comfort and adds to that mobility here. Of course, a full center front zip. 2 secure hidden zip pockets for your hands on the side there. And then on the interior, there is a small drop pocket on the right-hand side that the entire jacket stuffs into. You can see it already stuffed here. So ultra lightweight, compact package that is easy with a clip loop to clip to your climbing harness, to clip to your backpack, easy to bring with you. 4.5 to 5 ounces for these styles. Super lightweight. Thank you, sir. So that is the same basic feature set in the full zip jacket, just minus the hood. And now we're going to dive into the Core Air Shell Warm, which is the completely lined version of this. So the Core Air Shell Warm uses the same shell fabric, but it's lined with the air mesh fabric that we borrowed from our sportswear. So I'm going to have Jeremy hold up this fabric in front of the camera just so you can get a little bit better look at it. This fabric was built from a hollow core yarn and knit into a brushed mesh. That hollow core yarn and brushed backer trap warmth, and the mesh construction allows for breathability. We keep the brush side away from the body to trap heat in most of the garment, but we've exposed it in a few areas for that cozy feel. All right, thank you, Jeremy. So Jeremy's going to come on out wearing that. So the intended end use here for the warm is really similar. It's those high aerobic activities, but think more shoulder seasons, colder climates. Maybe it's a fall trail run, it's a winter snowshoe or a Nordic ski, that type of activity. So still high aerobic, still shedding heat, but with a little bit more warmth. So again, we have a full coverage hood in this style with actually some hood adjustability in the back there. Still that same raglan sleeve construction, mechanical stretch throughout. Here we've got 2 secure zip chest pockets and the secure zip hand pockets. And again, this is the Core Air Shell Warm. One quick shout out to the bottoms Jeremy's wearing. He's wearing the Trail Cinder pant. These are our lightest weight trail hiking pants, pockets construction and design, well thought out specifically for that backpack hike customer. More information on that in your press kit. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate the time.
All right. Thank you so much, Charlie, Chris. That was awesome. I can't wait for the snow to stack up so we can get out on some snow with those packs. If you have any questions, please do refer to the media kit, as Chris and Charlie had mentioned, or feel free to reach out to myself and Kelsey at Outside PR for more details. Happy to help. And I think now I am pleased to pass it off to my colleague, Erin, who is ready to chat buff.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Mountain Hardwear team.